Alright, hello to everybody out in the land of YouTube. My name is Jonathan McAdam. I am the owner, designer, creator of StArt's channel and StArt's brand. You can go actually check out my stuff on www.startarts.com. And if you are not already subscribed to StArt's, I suggest that you just hit that subscribe button and become a part of, the channel. I'm a recovering addict. I've been in recovery for 8 years. And basically, I've created this channel to step out of my comfort zone and share my experiences with you. Share basically what's going on in my mind and what I've done in my life to overcome certain things. But in the understanding that I am on a continuously basis, every single day, keep on needing to grow on a spiritual level, on a personal level, on an emotional level, on a mental level, and every day I just want to keep on obtaining knowledge. And as I obtain knowledge and I start understanding more a bit about myself and my connection with God's source and my own personal individual spirit, then I want to be here to share some stuff with you guys. And one of the things that have been going on in my mind, because I have been having a difficult time, right? There's a lot of things going on my mind. There's a lot of things going on in the world, and I think there's been like this kind of collective consciousness of uncertainty and of fear and boredom, and people ultimately aren't really knowing what to do with themselves, right? And I was stuck at that point for like a few days, sleeping in until like 2 o'clock and stuff like that, and that is out of my characteristic, right? I have my business, StArt's. I have all my social media platforms when it goes to like my Facebook group, my StArt's business page, personal page, Instagram, YouTube, and all these different things. But I lost all my motivation. I lost all my inspiration, and I basically was, like I said, sleeping most of the day. And then I'd go on my computer and download like Tubi, so I just watched a whole bunch of movies and stuff like that, and basically just shut myself off. And that's ultimately like not who I am. Every single day on a daily basis, I want to keep on adding value. Also on my off season, I'll drive around, do a bit of Uber and things like that. And then as I'm driving, I share people my testimony about me recovering from alcohol, drugs, and how that ultimately destroyed my life, and the struggles, trials, and tribulations that I went through because of the choices that I was making, because of the victim mentality that I had all my life, and growing up in guardianship, foster care, group homes, alcohol abuse, and all these things. But it comes to a point where I need to recognize and understand. If I want to continuously keep on growing in spirit, and if I want to acknowledge the unconditional love that God has for me and that God has for every single individual, then no matter what is happening in the world, all is well. I continuously keep on trying to remind myself that all is well, that all is divine, that all is love. God is love. And if we are truly able to break out of our own egos, if we are truly to break free from the self-limiting beliefs that our flesh puts onto us, and break free from the world paradigm of having to get up and work the 9 to 5, to buy the big house, to buy the big car, to have the family, the picket fence, to create money and material, and to boost your ego and boost your status in life. That's not, to me, that's not what life is about. Ultimately, what we have to understand is that God is love, and that we have to connect ourselves to that source. And then by connecting ourselves to that source, then ultimately we find more joy, peace, love, and understanding within oneself and within one's soul. And the more that we find more love, understanding, and peace within oneself, within one's soul, within being one with God, then ultimately we are able to share those experiences, because we have been starting to understand them and feel them within ourselves, and then share that with every other individual on the planet as well. I mean, God says to love one another as we love ourselves, right? To love your God with all your heart, all your mind, all your body, and all your soul. And ultimately, we are in the image, born in the image of the one infinite creator that is God, that is Source, right? So if we look inside of ourselves and love who we are and embrace who we are and forgive ourselves and to keep on moving forward and to keep on growing, then the more that we love and understand and accept ourselves, and the more that we love and understand and accept the grace and presence of God and God's Holy Spirit and God's unconditional love for ourselves, and the more that we are understanding the love and unconditional love for ourselves, our spirit, our God, then the more that we are able to do the exact same thing for other individuals on the planet and spreading that collective consciousness of love and understanding and compassion. I mean, ultimately, that's what life is about. And so, I mean, I want to actually kind of take more of this time, this quarantine time, and look even deeper into myself, look even deeper into the understanding that I have in respects to my connection with my source, my God, my creator, right? I have this understanding when it goes into like the religion aspect of things, is that ultimately the only religion is love. Love is all that matters, right? Love is ultimately, if we all focus our time and attention on that, will heal everything. There's nothing love cannot do, and there's nothing love cannot heal, right? Because then we embrace and embody that unconditional love for ourselves, for God, and for each other. And then if we embrace that unconditional love for ourselves, for God, and each other, then ultimately we extend that love out into our planet. And then the more that we expend that love out into our planet and towards each other, then the whole world and the whole atmosphere and the whole energy and collective consciousness becomes one with love. And they've done studies where you put like hatred and you put anger and resentments and stuff like that into water, into the molecules and stuff like that. And when you put that negative energy into something, then all the molecules and cells get all distorted and very unrecognizable. But if you put, you know, love and compassion and empathy and peace into something, then everything gets all nice and beautiful and uniformed, if that's the word. So love, you know, so that's what I want to focus on with myself, and then that's why I'm here and sharing this with you, because, you know, this is me getting out of my comfort zone. You know, as being an addict, I mean, I put myself in a box for a long period of time, and I think all of us, in one way or another, have put ourselves in different little boxes and have, you know, we've been separating ourselves from each other and losing who we are in source and spirit and God, because we're focused on things that, you know, and putting our value on things that ultimately have no true spiritual value. So when it comes down to that, I mean, I want to take that time and this time to understand more of who I am and connect myself with more of who I am in connection with God, with Source, with Spirit. And then the more I can understand and connect myself to that, and the more I can understand and connect myself to you. Because, I mean, I believe we're all in this planet, you know, to be here for one another, right? We are ultimately one mind, one consciousness. You know, we are connected to one source. Over time, you know, we have divided ourselves, and once again, I mean, we put ourselves in these different boxes, and we have separated ourselves with religion, with color, with ethnic backgrounds, with you know, status, with material values and stuff like that. But ultimately, I mean, if you look at the planet right now, the planet has stopped, right? And there's not really one person in this world that is not affected by what's occurring in the planet, right? So how can we look at that and actually find value and seek and get the silver lining out of it, right? let us take time to actually sit back and learn more about ourselves and learn more about God and learn more about each other. Reach out to one another, if we cannot connect on distance, and if we cannot be close to one another, if we need to be socially distanced and isolated and stuff like that, well, I mean, right now I'm using YouTube as a platform to connect with you, right? So if you guys enjoyed this video, which I really hope you did, this is just me. My name is Jonathan McAdam. I am the owner, designer, creator of StArt's brand and StArt's channel. So once again, you can subscribe. I'm a recovering addict. I've been through a lot of darkness in my life, and through surrendering myself and being willing to look into deeper aspects of spirituality and deeper aspects of the true reality outside of the illusion of darkness and greed and money and materialism and all that. I keep on seeking and finding more of who I am in connection to source and connection to you as well, because again, we are all one in one connection of one source, right? So if you guys liked the video, then share the video, comment on the video. I really, really, really enjoy your comments. I'm just here. I'm just explaining my heart and just letting it out there. So if you guys loved it, then love it. If you guys liked it, then liked it. If you guys think somebody can have some value out of this, then share it. Get it out there. Subscribe. Get other people to subscribe. And you guys are all awesome. You guys are all beautiful. You guys are all blessed. We are all purposed. Keep on believing in yourself. You are worth believing in. Go check out my website, www.startartz.com. StArtArtZ. Peace.